And welcome back, everybody. This is Jim Grisanzio from Bangalore, India at Oracle Code. And I'm here with my guest, Malay Khawas.
Hey Zim,
Malay?
how are you today?
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. I already know you.
Nice to see you again. Yes.
Yes, we met a few months ago
And
at an
one of the
event, which
customer.
we will talk about. I'm really interested in talking about this.
Right.
So you did a session today on DevOps on OCI, but before we get into that,
Yeah.
I've seen you having lots of conversations with lots of people around here.
Right.
So I wanted to get from you, what are your observations of this event so far?
Okay,
What are
so-
people talking about?
Yes. So people are like pretty excited about how Oracle is bringing the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure's complete arena to the market, and people are excited about the technologies that Oracle has brought in an Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. People are very excited about the autonomous database part, excited about the complete infrastructure part that Oracle has built in, and then the various PaaS offerings that Oracle is actually having. People, i- specifically the technologists, are very curious about learn the new things, and people are people know the confidence, and they have the confidence on Oracle on the terms like how good technologically it is when a product is launched by Oracle. And Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, as I have personally noticed, and have done this to multiple customers, have brought in this to multiple customers, it is like fantastic. The capabilities of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is extremely good. The features and the stability, the performance and the scalability is tremendously good for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. People are excited about that, and when we have an event like Oracle Code 2019 Bangalore, where the registration is almost close to 1,000, it's like though a little bit crowded, but people are enjoying the multiple parallel sessions that are happening,
Yep.
and on lot of technologies on that now, like Python for data science, microservices. People are talking about how the how we do the basic SQL tuning task. Okay, so there are a lot of sessions in parallel, and people are excited about the sessions here. It's a pure technology day, but yes, we are having fun together.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so DevOps on OCI, that's your
Session today.
session. You already did it before, actually, a little earlier.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little earlier.
This is the first one on DevOps and OCI here. Okay, but I have conducted similar kind of sessions earlier as well in in multiple customer places. We'll come to that in a later stage in this interview. Uh, in this today's session, what we basically talked about is like the autonomous database, which is like one of the offering from Oracle Cloud, and no other cloud provider is actually having that. Okay, we talked about the autonomous transaction processing, we talked about the autonomous data warehouse database, and then we brought in the DevOps into it. Like we demonstrated how do you connect to your AWC and ATP instances from a Docker, and then how do you load the data using Python. We talked about how do you deploy a Node.js application and then connect that to AWC and ATP. We talked about how can you do the complete infrastructure provisioning using Terraform on OCI. Okay, so it's like a purely hands-on lab. It was a very lengthy session, 2 hours, and it was full room. We could not. It is completely all seats were occupied, and then people enjoyed the free trial account that Oracle Cloud has given to them, 30 days trial account. They can even go back and then continue their exercise on Oracle Cloud. So it's a
So
good
this was a hands-on lab.
hands-on lab. It's a
Okay.
purely hands-on lab. So people got that trial account as well, and then they can continue their practice for next 30 days, which is good as of now.
Cool. Now, you're an enterprise architect, so you're
Right.
dealing mostly with large enterprises?
I'm mostly dealing the large enterprises, even mostly the customers with larger number of instances with lot of complexities. Okay, we have multiple customer to talk about. Like recently we completed the implementation for Dusan, where we have done the enablement for the Exadata cloud services. We have done for multiple larger customers as well. I have been actively involved in the code innovate part as well with multiple larger customers, where we go to the customer premises and then show the capabilities of Oracle Cloud, how better that it can suit to solve their business problems. that's one of the that's one of the best thing that Oracle is actually doing now, that going to the customers directly to their premise, and then showing them what what are the business challenges they're having, what are the business functional issues that they're having, and how Oracle Cloud actually can help them in resolving it. I'll quote one of the retail use case. What we have actually done is, like, the growth of the data that is happening on retail industry is too much. Like, for each of the line item there is a lot of transactions that happens, okay? And then we demonstrated to the customer that business that you are doing in 2 years, the amount of data that you will be generating in 2 years, if you actually move to ATP or ADWC, you will be able to do the business for next 100 years with that amount of data. So it means, even though you are doing similar amount of transactions, the growth rate is smaller, because the features that ADWC and ATP brings in, okay, the level of compression that it brings in on the data. And then on that retail demo, like, we demonstrated how faster it is compared to any other databases. When we talk about the ADWC and ATP part, how it is better than the Oracle competitors, or even how it is better than even Oracle on-premise database, because a lot of engineering effort has been gone into the autonomous and ADWC part. So whenever we are talking about an enterprise architect part, we talk about the larger customers. We try to solve the complex integrations that they are having. Like, recently we have worked on OPSA to autonomous connectivity. We have worked on WebLogic to autonomous connectivity. Those are the some of the integrations that we are doing on big enterprise levels.
Interesting. When you talk about autonomous database, I'm interested what the reaction is.
So it is like, the adoption is pretty well, okay. The customers are happy about how it is actually getting managed. Customers are happy about the performance that it is getting, and it is in the early adoption phase. But autonomous is the future. It is like, when you are talking about the managing the data and managing a large volume of data that is growing day by day, there is no other solution than autonomous that can actually do, okay. So adoption is there, and it is customer is excited about it when they are seeing the feature, whenever they are implementing it, and when they are integrating with their real applications, the benefits that they are able to see, they are really excited about it.
Excellent. Okay, well, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about a specific interaction with a customer that we did recently when you and I met.
Yeah.
I guess it was in October or November of last year. The program called Code Innovate.
Right.
Now, this is basically a hack fest. This is basically where we take a team of Oracle engineers like yourself. We go out to a customer, all right?
Right.
And we have conversations about specific use cases. We stay there for a week, 3 days of hacking and a couple of days of planning, and we hack up some solutions,
right,
using the cloud. But what's very, very interesting about this is it's engineer to engineer. There's no managers in the room.
Right.
No executives in the room.
Yes.
And there's this phenomenon that takes place.
Mm-hmm.
Work actually gets done. And it gets done pretty darn rapidly. I mean,
Absolutely.
The whole concept is a Scrum Agile framework, very limited in time, 1 week, right? That's where we met at GE.
Yes.
Here in Bangalore.
Right.
So talk a little bit about that event, your experience, and some of the use cases that the engineers worked on.
Okay, so the first point that you talked about is pretty interesting. Like, keep the managers out when there are engineers to engineers are talking. Like, so it's like when we are trying to achieve something in a very short period of time, it is like there has to be a direct communication between engineers to engineers, and that's what the Code Innovate, the Hackfest actually, Oracle is doing for it. So the Oracle, a bunch of Oracle engineers, a handful, 7, 8, or 10 Oracle engineers are visiting to the customer place, taking their business problem, architecting the solution for them, and then helping them to resolve it using Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Help them to do the coding, help them to hack it completely, and then come out of that business problem. We have seen that in GE in multiple scenarios. We have talked about some of the cases in payment solutions, some of the cases in inventory management, and the way we have presented the solution, it's like extremely good. Those solutions only comes when an engineers talk to an engineer, and that's the beauty of the Hackfest event. I would say, to all the customers that, if you are having some business challenges where you feel that, okay, their engineers needs to meet to the Oracle engineers to, to solve those common business problems, they can basically request to Oracle for those kind of, Hackfest and Code Innovate events, and Oracle can, handful of Oracle engineers can visit to the customer premises and can resolve those kind of problems really, real quick. That's the beauty of the Hackfest. And then it's not only GE, we have done it for McAfee, but it is happening for Core Logic as well. There are multiple customers we have been continuously doing it. The sole purpose of it is to understand the customer's business problems, give a technical solutions to an engineer, and then build that solutions then and there, and then probably they can take it forward to the next level.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. This is very, very interesting to observe and to be involved with.
Right.
So yeah, I'm involved with this program, and so we're going to scale it. It's going to be very, very common this year.
Right.
So, all right, Malay. Well, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And what's next for you? Where do you go from here?
Okay, so it's like, there are a few more events are coming up. Okay, like this Oracle code is there. In Shanghai it is scheduled, in Rome it is scheduled. Okay, so we have a lot of plans for that, and people are excited about it. Let's see how it goes.
Cool.
I hope it will be a grand success like Bangalore as well.
Great. Well, I hope to see you. I hope
see
to see you around.
again. See you again. Thank you very much.
And thank you, guys. We'll be back again for more interviews right here. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.